So I have this great friend. We have been friends since kindergarten. We really got close again in middle school and in high school, and we talked all the time, we hung out all the time. And that didn't really change much when we went to different schools for post-secondary. Besides the fact that we were in different provinces, we still talked all the time. We still texted, we Snapchatted, we sent each other funny memes, and it was kind of the same except we just weren't in the same physical location. But as throughout our first year, I noticed that I wouldn't hear from them for a few, maybe a week or two at a time, which was odd. And we both did that, but it was just different. They would talk like they're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. My classes have me run down. I'm so overwhelmed. And I didn't really say anything. I did the usual, like, oh, I'm here for you. But I didn't ask them, like, how are you feeling? And I really should have. And once they came back from their first year, we went out for dinner and we were sitting there and he they brought up how they weren't feeling very great that year and how they felt like they might have been depressed. And my heart just broke because I soon realized that I was not the type of friend that I should have been. Well, I did say, I'm here for you and you can talk to me whenever you want. I didn't allow them to share their story. And as we sat there that night and they told me about what they'd been feeling that year and how low they had felt and alone, it just made me so sad because I realized that I should have showed more that I cared. And I should have just allowed them to hear them, allowed them to talk. And even in that moment, I gave them a little bit too much advice. Being the nurse in me, I was like, you can go to counseling, you can start medication, you can go see a doctor. And I tried to give them all this advice, but I didn't do it properly. And so looking back at it now, it's so important to show, like, to say what you see, first of all, to say, hey, I noticed you're acting a little bit different. And in my circumstance, I could have said, hey, you're making some weird comments in our text, and I haven't heard from you in a while. And next step is to show that you care. And I could have said, I'm really worried about you. Let me, like, what's going on? And then hear them out. Let them share their story, which I didn't do very well at that time. I just allowed little tidbits here and there, but I didn't really allow them to fully tell me what was going on if they wanted to. And I realized after we had that talk at the restaurant that they did want to. I just didn't allow for that. And I really should have checked myself to see if I was doing what I should be doing and if I was the right person to approach that topic. Because in that circumstance, it was not appropriate to say, you can start meds, you can go see a doctor. I should have said, what help can I connect you to? And that's the last step, is connecting them to help. If I had done those steps in order, I truly do think that my friend would have gone to seek counseling services and mental health support a lot quicker than they did. And although they did get better and they are on their own mental health journey, it could have been different had I just followed the proper steps of what we're supposed to do. And I do regret that, but I see now that they are blossoming. And it makes me so happy. But I want to share with other people how you can get that, how you can become that way with your friends or your family to help them, because mental health is so important and we need to make sure that we show other people that we can be there for them.